should you buy Fallout 76? My name is Daniel Chavez. I'm a poet, gamer, and owner of Cultured Gods. I've played this game for 243 hours thus far. So please, stay tuned and I'll give you my opinion on whether or not you should buy Fallout 76. Daniel Chavez here. It's been 1 month since Reclamation Day, since the doors of Vault 76 opened and thousands of us rushed out to rebuild America. I was full of hope. I was full of hype. To date, from beta to now, I have invested 243 hours into the game. I have 3 characters that I have played. And the short answer to the question, should I buy Fallout 76? The short answer is no. No, you should not buy Fallout 76. There are too many issues with the game for me to be able to say it's worth money. I paid $60 for the game, another $60 for my wife. Now, I've had fun playing Fallout 76. I would not have invested 200 hours into a video game if it was boring, if it felt like a job, you know. I invested more time than some people invest in their jobs. Now, thankfully right now, I have the time to do that, but it's sad. It's sad that something that was so fun for me is so broken. And lore aside, because they're retconning the Fallout lore, lore aside, my biggest issue with this game is its stability. I cannot say that you should buy a game if you cannot play the game. The times that I've found myself most aggravated with Fallout 76 is when I was disconnected, or I was trying to kill 2 Scorch Beasts and the lag made it so I couldn't even look at my feet. When you cannot play a game because of stability, I mean, that for me is the definition of an unplayable game. You cannot play the game. Why? Because I got disconnected? You can't play the game. Why? Because you're lagging so bad you can't even shoot. So these issues are why I have to say do not buy the game. There are many, many more issues with this game. Lore-wise, quest-wise, mechanically, the physics, there's so many things wrong with this game. The Atom Shop is a whole nother can of worms I'm not going to touch right now. But even if they were to have fixed the stability, I would probably still play for a little longer. But I don't see myself playing much longer, because the other issue, aside from stability for me, is the fact that this game lacks a sense of progression. Yes, you can level up to 133. My main character is 88, so I kind of divided my time with the 3 characters a little bit, so I didn't get that high, but there's also not really a reason to get to level 133. At level 50, you have all the special points you need to have the perk cards. At that point, the only thing is hopefully you didn't waste perk cards. And if there's some perk cards you can't get until level 50, so if your build required those, then you would have to level up enough to get those perk cards. But once you have all the perk cards, you're like level 55 or 56 or whatever, and your build is complete, the only thing left for you to do is try to farm up legendaries, which it's kind of a RNG like game. There's no I mean, you can do the nukes, right? That's how people farm them, but it feels so random, you know. It doesn't feel like, oh, I'm actually gonna go and kill this specific thing and it has a chance to drop that. It's like, no, it's let's bomb White Springs and hopefully we'll get some glowing ones with stars on it, you know. And it's just it's a cluster. You know, it's just a cluster. The nukes were fun when I first tried them. That content's pretty fun. But to get to that content is a bore. And then once you do the content, it's kind of short, and because of the limitations when it comes to what you can carry, and you're constantly trying to come out of the blast zone to sell stuff and kind of replenish, or you're just letting all your stuff break and you're like 500 pounds over encumbered and you're waiting until you're done, and then you're just gonna like tiptoe really slowly out because you're carrying so much stuff. It's not fun. It's fun to explore. It's fun to have an idea and make a build, and oh, I want this character to be a automatic rifle build. Oh, I want this guy to be a melee build, and that's fun for me, and I build it and I play it. But once that stuff is wearing off, and it's wearing off now for me, I don't see the reason. I don't see the reason to invest in my characters. The Scorch Beast Queen is kind of a joke. I mean, she's very difficult to kill. I have not killed her, but she's just a really big Scorch Beast with lots of health and armor. There was nothing special about her mechanics that I was impressed with. The only reason why I was even impressed with that whole scenario is because that was the first nuke that I ever experienced. Was somebody did the fissure so the Scorch Beast Queen would come out. Lots of fun, but we did nothing to her. We scratched her. And unless they're going to give us like some awesome reward from it, even if they gave me the best weapon in the game for killing her, what am I going to do with it? Go kill another Scorch Beast Queen? It's a vicious cycle. It's not conducive to an online game like this. And although I've had fun playing it, I will continue to play it a little longer. Unless there's going to be some sort of an expansion or free DLC or something that's going to make this game fun for the later levels, something that's going to reward me for spending so much time in this game, I can't see myself playing it. I really can't. Performance aside, the quest line is so bland, the end game is boring. You should not purchase this game. And other YouTubers have pointed out that if we continue to support these kinds of games, then the publisher will continue to publish these sorts of games, these incomplete sandboxes with fully functioning cash shops. We are the players. We want to play a game. But if the game is not fun, and we do not like it, we don't have to play it. Yes, Fallout 4 is a big brand, but nothing, no one, is too big to fail. So, after 243 hours of playing Fallout 76, after my sincere and earnest attempts at rebuilding America, I have to say that unless some sort of miracle happens over at the Bethesda Softworks Studios, I'm going to stop playing the game. And I think I'm like one of the last people that's probably still playing the game, to be honest. There's so many people that were on board that I followed before the beta, during the beta. I was trying to learn more, and almost unanimously, all of these trusted YouTubers which I follow do not play the game anymore, or at least do not support and market the game in the way that they did before. So thank you for listening to my opinion. I have played video games for a very long time, and they mean a lot to me. Games are fun. I believe that games are a beautiful part of life, and that without them, it would be a much darker place here. So we need to have games, fun games, fair games. And this game, although it can be fun, is not fair. And we cannot ignore the tactics that are used to try to take money from its player base. So, from Pasadena, California, my name is Daniel Chavez, poet, gamer, owner of Cultured Gods. Please subscribe and like and share. I will have much more content to come. This is my first video, and I am very happy to have made it. Thank you for staying so far. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, wonderful night, wherever it is that you live. Thank you. And keep shining your light.